Good morning, friends. Thank you for tuning in to today's session of Great Life and for subscribing to our channel. Let's get started. Marissa Mayer, a renowned businesswoman, once said, "I always did something I was a little not ready to do. I think that's how you grow. When there's that moment of, wow, I'm not really sure I can do this." And you push through those moments. That's when you have a breakthrough. These were the words of Marissa Mayer, a pioneering figure in the tech industry and the former CEO of Yahoo. The context? A moment of candid revelation, sharing the secret sauce that fueled her meteoric rise. At the heart of this powerful quote is the theme of growth through discomfort, of stepping beyond the familiar confines of certainty into the thrilling unknown. It's about embracing the uneasy, the uncertain, the not-so-ready moments and using them as catalysts for growth and transformation. In essence, Mayer's wisdom invites us to challenge our self-imposed limitations, to dare to venture beyond our comfort zones. So, let's dissect this quote and explore what it truly means. The first part of the quote states, "I always did something I was a little not ready to do." This sentiment is a reminder that growth often comes from stepping beyond our comfort zones. In life, we tend to gravitate towards what's known, what's predictable, and what's comfortable. It's human nature to seek safety and avoid risks. Yet, it's important to understand that real growth, the kind that changes your life, rarely happens within these safe boundaries. Consider the concept of a comfort zone as a self-imposed boundary line. It's a psychological space where we feel at ease, where things are familiar and predictable. Now, stepping beyond this line can be scary. It's like venturing into uncharted territory where the outcomes are uncertain. This is where fear starts creeping in. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. But it's crucial to remember that these fears and uncertainties are a part of the human experience. They're not unique to you or me. Everyone, from the most successful entrepreneur to the greatest athlete, has had to face them at some point. So, how does this relate to personal growth? Well, growth implies change, and change is inherently uncertain. It requires us to learn new things, to adapt, to take on challenges we've never faced before. And to do that, we must step out of our comfort zones. We must do something we're a little not ready to do. When we face the unknown, we're forced to rely on our inner resources. We develop resilience, courage, and adaptability. We learn more about ourselves and our capabilities. We discover strengths we didn't know we had. This part of the quote emphasizes the importance of taking risks and embracing the unknown. It's about choosing growth over comfort. Even when it's scary, even when we're not entirely sure we can do it. Because that's when we truly grow. That's when we have a shot at achieving something extraordinary. Moving on to the next part, I think that's how you grow. Growth, in essence, isn't a linear or a comfortable process. It's not a walk in the park on a sunny day. Oh no. It's more akin to scaling a mountain in the midst of a storm. There's discomfort, there's struggle, and there's a whole lot of uncertainty. Consider the caterpillar. Before it becomes a beautiful butterfly, it must first endure the confinement and struggle of the cocoon. That struggle, that discomfort, is what ultimately leads to its transformation. It's a process of growth, and it's a process that we, as humans, often find ourselves in. Think about a time when you've had to learn something new. Maybe it was a new language, a new skill, or even a new job role. There was a level of discomfort, wasn't there? It was a struggle to grasp new concepts, to make sense of new information, to adapt to a new environment. But as you pushed through, as you embraced the discomfort and the struggle, you grew. You became more proficient, more knowledgeable, more confident. That's the power of growth. Now let's take a moment to consider some of the world's most successful individuals. Take Elon Musk, for instance. He didn't know much about rocket science when he started SpaceX, yet he embraced the discomfort of not knowing. And today, SpaceX is one of the leading companies in the aerospace industry. Or consider J.K. Rowling, who faced numerous rejections before Harry Potter was finally published. She pushed through the discomfort of rejection, and today, she's one of the most successful authors in the world. So, what can we learn from this? That growth isn't about staying in your comfort zone, it's about embracing discomfort, about pushing through the struggle, about stepping into the unknown, and the more you're willing to step into that discomfort, the more you're likely to grow. Growth, therefore, comes from pushing through the discomfort and stepping into the unknown. Now let's consider when there's that moment of, wow, I'm not really sure I can do this. This is a pivotal moment in our lives, a moment that we've all experienced in one form or another. It's a moment of self-doubt, where we question our abilities, our strength, our resilience. It's a moment where we might feel like turning back, giving up, or even settling for less than we deserve. But this moment, this uncertainty, is a crucial part of the growth process. It's like standing at the edge of a cliff, looking down at the chasm below and wondering if you can make the jump. You might feel fear, anxiety, or even panic, but here's the thing. It's in these moments of doubt that we often find our true strength. The struggle of overcoming self-doubt is not a walk in the park. It's a battle, a tug of war between the comfort of the known and the thrill of the unknown. It's a struggle between the voice in your head that says, "You can't do this," and the one that whispers, "But what if you can?" This struggle is an important one. It's a struggle that tests our resilience, our determination, and our courage. It's a struggle that forces us to confront our fears, to challenge our limitations, and to push beyond our comfort zone. It's a struggle that shapes us, molds us, and ultimately transforms us. Overcoming self-doubt is not about silencing the voice of fear. Rather, it's about learning to listen to it, to understand it, and then to act in spite of it. It's about acknowledging our fears, but not allowing them to dictate our actions. It's about recognizing our limitations, but not letting them define us. So the next time you find yourself in that moment of self-doubt, remember this. It's not a sign of weakness, but a sign of growth. It's not a signal that you should turn back, but a signal that you should push forward. This moment of self-doubt, ironically, is often a sign that you are on the verge of a breakthrough. Lastly, and you push through those moments, that's when you have a breakthrough. What a profound statement, but what exactly does it mean to have a breakthrough? Well, let's explore this together. A breakthrough is that magical moment when the fog of uncertainty finally lifts and you see the path ahead clearly. It's that exhilarating feeling of achievement, of overcoming an obstacle that once seemed insurmountable. But it's important to remember that breakthroughs don't just happen. They are born out of struggle, discomfort, and often a healthy dose of self-doubt. Imagine yourself standing at the base of a towering mountain, gazing up at its peak, shrouded in clouds. You can't see the top, you can't see the path that leads there. It's intimidating, daunting, but you start climbing anyway. Why? Because you believe that something wonderful awaits you at the top. That's the first step towards your breakthrough. As you begin your climb, every step is a struggle. The terrain is rough, the slopes steep. Fear and exhaustion tug at you, whispering sweet lies of comfort and ease if only you turn back, but you don't. You push on, driven by the belief that you can conquer this mountain. And then, it happens. You reach a point where the clouds part and the peak is in sight. That's your breakthrough, the realization that you can and you have overcome the challenge. The feeling of accomplishment that floods you in that moment is indescribable. It's a mix of relief, joy, and a newfound sense of self-belief. You're not the same person who started the climb. You've grown, evolved, and become stronger. But remember, this breakthrough didn't just happen. It was preceded by struggle, by discomfort, by moments of self-doubt. It was born out of your determination to push through those moments, to not give up. And that, my friends, is the real beauty of a breakthrough. Breakthroughs thus are the rewarding end to the struggle of pushing through discomfort and self-doubt. In conclusion, let's revisit the journey we've traveled together in this video. We've discovered the importance of stepping out of our comfort zones. It's in these moments of uncertainty and discomfort that we truly grow and evolve. We've explored the growth process, a journey that's often marked by fear, doubt, and a whole lot of courage. We've delved into that pivotal moment of self-doubt, the "wow, I'm not really sure I can do this" moment. This is the moment that tests our mettle, the moment that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. And finally, we've celebrated the breakthrough, the sweet, exhilarating triumph that comes from pushing through the discomfort and overcoming self-doubt. This is where the magic happens, where the growth becomes visible and tangible. Remember, growth comes from pushing through discomfort and overcoming self-doubt. So embrace the unknown and look forward to the breakthroughs that are sure to come. We hope you enjoyed today's video. We look forward to seeing you in the next one. If you found value in our content, please don't forget to share and subscribe.